Man, welcome to the show tonight. Quick jump in. I know you guys probably get much lead time, but we are here tomorrow. We're going to be doing something else. Maybe hanging out with my grandkids or grandkid. I know. We'll see how it goes. We're going to get something done tonight. And those of you who missed it, you can watch video or watch it on the live stream section where they record the videos of everything that we do on YouTube. So that would be where you need to go to watch it on YouTube and look in the live stream section if you missed it tonight. So we're going to just get lined up here and get started. Welcome to Pro Se Legal School. You are the judge. I'm Coach Neighbors. And tonight we're going to be going over, I think, one of the number one reasons why most people are nervous about the process. It's not necessarily the court process. It could be just the process because it's not. We'll just say it like this: the administrative process. Because we know that's not in a real court. So we're going to talk about that tonight. The one of the things that people are most nervous about, and obviously, you know what you need to do about that. And I'm also going to review what document you should be filing first. Well, we're kind of going to talk about that. So before we get started, you guys make sure you click on those ads and ring the bell. Please subscribe so YouTube will know that we're bringing fire to the table. Now let's just jump right in here because I don't plan on being here too long tonight. So we're just gonna throw some fire on the table and get on out of here. We're gonna be like the Ukrainians. We're gonna use a drone tonight. So the reason most people are nervous, in my opinion, and you guys can tell me what you think about this. Hey Gino, welcome to the stream tonight. Appreciate the last minute jumping in here. Thank you, Miss Kim. Well, we always bring some fire to the table. So I made a few posts in here. One, these are links to payment links to from my Stripe account, payment service or whatever, to the documents at the package. If people are interested in them, these links are to the reduced price for the website downsell. And once once the website is up, then we're gonna have some fancy stuff to pay for, so we won't be having sale no more. So and it's taking a little while longer. We lost like 4 days in the beginning because GoDaddy's service sucks pretty much, and and they couldn't figure out what the problem was. And then so after 4 days, we had to move. We just migrated my website over to my own domain, and we set all that. So it's taking a little longer, but it's going to be fire. And in the meantime, if you need something, you can send me a text message, what you need, and your name and your email address. Actually, the best thing to do is send me your name and your email address, and then the next message, send me what your message is. That way, when I look at it, I can see your name and email address right there in the window, and I can see that I probably should, text you back. But if I get a big old long text with a whole bunch of stuff, then I have some people who send me those kinds of texts. Way too long to read. I think they're like voice to whatever. But so anyway, how this works, you make a payment, then I'll get email. You can also call me or send me a text after you make the payment to make sure that I'm aware. And as soon as I get back to the computer, then I'll email you over what you invested in. Now, Miss Smith invested in a package today, and she's a badass. I'm looking forward to working with her. And I sent her the same email that I sent to people that hadn't invested yet. Sorry about that, Miss Smith. I sent you the wrong email. Well, I was like getting shit done that had stuff that I should have got done a long time ago. Anyway, so yeah, I was hurrying too much. But anyway, I sent her her package that she invested in, and so I'm not used to. I didn't realize that there would be this many people taking advantage of my sale. So I'm pretty proud and happy about that. Really, it's just been a little bit of a challenge to keep up with doing things manually. But I know it's all thinking get the lead out, coach, and that's what we're doing. I'm just whining along the way, right? Okay, so let's see here. Now, there's another link over here also, and um, that that link is to the mortgage fraud package. And if anybody needs a link to something, just type it in the window there, and I'll leave it after we're done with the stream. So let's get to work. Back to work. So the reason why most people are nervous, in my opinion, and you guys can tell me if I'm on point on this. The reason most people are nervous about the process, and it could be the foreclosure, it could be the sales date, it could be the eviction or whatever. The reason most people are nervous about it is because most people have no idea of the time frame it takes to do these things. That's the reason I think most people are nervous about it. And a lot of people come in want to stop the sale, want to stop the eviction. Well, the goal is to get your deed out of their office, not to stop their stuff. Now, if you do the shit right, then you'll get both of those things done. But you can stop the sale, okay, and jam that up. But if you don't have a game plan to do the same thing with the eviction, if you're not suing the right people or whatever, then they're going to move your ass up on the eviction list, and you're going to find yourself in you know it'll stop the sale, but they're not going to stop the eviction process. And so, at the end of the day, the goal is to get your deed out of their office so they can't be doing none of that stuff to you. So the main reason is people don't understand the time frame for the illegal administrative process. You know, how long does it, what happens after the sale in your state? How long does it take for them to get to that? Is there a court process for the eviction? Is it called the unlawful detainer? I don't know. Okay, sorry, I'm having too much fun. And and people need to remember that everything that you heard an attorney say is a stinking lie. Okay. And those attorneys, when they see the fear and they see the headlight look in your face, oh, they're trained to just work it until you go and stroke out because you're worried about every stinking little thing. Ah. So you guys need to do your research and figure out what the time frame is for the process that you're facing. And I talked to a young lady just yesterday or some other day, not too long ago. I don't know what the day is. Yeah, and she started doing her homework, and before she started doing the homework, she made a comment to me that in her state there's no court process for the eviction. They can just after the sale, they can just go right to the sheriff and have the sheriff throw you out. And so I didn't know specifically for Virginia. It was in Virginia. I didn't know specifically for her state if that was true or not. So I told her I was going to look into it. But right now, she just needed to add the sale barn or the sheriff department. If the sheriff department's going to come in and someone's going to throw her ass out, she just need to add the sheriff department to her shit right now and get that stuff filed. and let me do the research or whatever. And when she gets that, whatever, and so then she let me know later that, well, there is a court process. It's called the unlawful detainer, and whatever. Now, with that said, there ain't no way in hell that I'm going to wait until, like, well, it says I got 3 weeks. I'm going to wait till 4 weeks. I'm going to wait till 2.5 weeks. No. Okay, that's the shit people do when they think that they're going to be fair and they're going to do the right thing. No, they're not fair, and they're going to do whatever they can get away with. So that's how you know. So you can look up and see what happens after the sale on the conventional side, and you can see what happens after the sale on my side, on the non-conventional side. If I think they're going to sell my stuff, then I'm going to add their happy asses to the to the lawsuit as a conspirator. You don't even have to prove shit. When you come in with conspiracy, you ain't got to prove nothing. You just got to show that they working together in some form. Yeah. So that's and there are other things too, just like we just discussed. The sheriff department's going to be the one to throw you out. Add sheriff department to it. The people that keep their head in the conventional part of shit will be saying, "Well, what do I charge them with?" So those people don't quite get it. So they're going to be the one to come in and throw your butt out, and they threw out everybody else. So hypothetically, I would want to add them. I would just tell them, look, if they don't come throw me out, I'll take their ass off the list. That's how you do it. And one of the things that people need to understand is when the eviction process starts. When that process starts, how long it takes, those things, what courts, people tell me, oh, I didn't know what, yeah. The same fools do the same thing in the same place most of the time. It's called a RICO operation. There, I said it. Now, you have to do the research for your state to find these things out, so you'll have an idea and understand that in most cases you have time to do the things I'm telling you to do, to go watch instructional videos, to updated instructional videos, and whatever else that we're saying that you need to do before you run down there. And one of the things that I tell people is that we don't answer to them. We don't answer to them, and we'll get to the filing thing here next. We don't answer to them. We don't. We trump them with what we need to crush the state court process, and then you get your stuff filed in federal court. That's how we do it. Now, what documents should you file first when you get the lawsuit package? Have you guys watched the instructional video? Okay, sorry. So, what document that you want to file first in your case? It's going to depend on the posture of your situation. Okay, it's going to depend on the posture of your situation, or the posture of your nervous condition, your anxiety level. So before we even get there, okay, you're acting as your own attorney, so you're going to figure out your strategy for doing these things. And of course, you have like a guideline, and people get mad because I don't tell them exactly what to do. So you have a guideline. So what should I file first depends on the posture of your situation. Are you facing the eviction process? If you're facing the eviction process, then you want to go and watch the updated eviction stopper video where we walked through how to file your 42 USC in state court. After you add these people that doing the eviction to it, and you file it in. So you need to go and watch that. I don't really like to tell you everything because people think they don't have time and then they miss stuff or whatever. So there's instructional videos stopping the eviction process that you have to watch to understand exactly how to move yourself around. The problem that most people do in the eviction process or even in municipal court, the faker court, is that they think that you can fight that in that court. Well, that's fake court. He's not a good a judge. The dude is how the internet says a legal professional that was appointed to operate the RICO operation. Okay, well, the first part of that was what the second part was mine, and so yeah, they're not connected to anything. And so anything you file there, they're just going to sit on until your ass runs out of time because they're not going to arrest themselves or do anything to themselves because they're getting all this free money from y'all happy ass. So, and this is why you have to watch that figure how to do that. Now, if you're not facing the eviction process, okay, and I want to say this as an overall umbrella, okay? The federal filing is what you're going to use to kick these people's ass with. Okay, it is. But there's things that you got to do if you're facing an eviction process because just filing the federal filing is not going to help you a lot because we've done that. And what happened is they get on the phone and they start talking to each other and they start stalling and they give them, the federal court is stalling. The judge is having a coronavirus baby. It's his second child that he's yeah. And so while they're stalling, they're moving up on a list. So we had to learn how to crush the state court process to get that done so you can be out on the 50-yard line so you can get ready to do some shit like Kansas City gonna be doing next week. So that's how you do that. Now, the first document that I would file if I was not about to stroke out or hyperventilate because of the situation would be one of the punches in the face. Okay, you want to punch, the demand. Oh, how about the demand to strike the judges from the regular? Oh, the demand to strike the attorney's notice of appearance because the attorney is not registered as a foreign agent. And all of the people that invested in my program while the website's before the website's up, while the website's down, whatever is going, they are receiving the 3-package document that I served on Mr. Kopecky. I call it the Kopecky package. Yeah, and that package is striking the judge's order because the judge is not registered with our with the Foreign Agent Registration Act. It's federal law, whatever. So, and then I followed it up with temporary restraining order to block the state from receiving federal funding, the entire state from receiving federal funding, as long as you can prove that they're violating your due process or your Fifth Amendment right. The state don't qualify under the spending clause of the Constitution to receive shit. So, yeah, we bringing some fire. Okay, I'm having too much fun here. So if you have the time, you can have the fun. If you don't have the time, get your lawsuit filed in federal court and then have the fun. If you're facing an eviction process, hop your ass over and watch the eviction stopper videos, the updated eviction stopper videos, and learn the steps that you have to do to stop that process before you run over there. Okay, because people think that, oh, I'm getting this done and they know I'm doing it. Nobody's going to do shit until you stick the fire in their face. Okay, they're not going to stop nothing because they already got paid. And that's the way that goes. So if you guys need anything, just send me an email or a text message. What you need, what package you need, and your email address. And then I'll email that stuff to me so I can do that stuff on the computer and get you guys out what you need. I'm hoping the website's going to be back up next week because I'm selling my stuff to cheap. But I'm not rushing my team that's putting that that's putting that stuff together, because I know that I want it to be badass, and so I'm not in a hurry to rush. So if you guys need something, let me know, and we'll get it out to you. Thank you for the value of sharing your time, and let's get up, stay in the ring, and keep that punching. Get what you need, so you can be the judge. North Carolina too. Welcome, Heather. Heather and I are working on a special project